Hello Scorpios, welcome to your mid-month tune-up for April 2022. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email or a DM. Would be very happy to set that up for you. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for Scorpios for the middle of April 2022? What do you see? What do they need to know to reach your higher ground, become closer to universe and closer to divine through your messages? Any messages would be greatly appreciated, and we thank you. I see you have given us one card for general energies. Can you please provide three more? Can you please provide a card for challenges? What will their challenges be in the middle of April? We have the Seven of Pentacles in the reversed. Make sure you click on the Vimeo link below for your extra, which will have your love, your career, your finances, and your health in there specifically. Advice, we have the Temperance card in the upright. Chill. I got chill. In my playlist are your 2022 Sun Moon predictions, as close to a personal reading as you can get without getting a personal reading. 2021s are still in there. See if they rang true for you. Four of Pentacles is in the upright as you move forward from the middle of April 2022. Look me up on Facebook, Instagram. Like, share, subscribe, donate. Anything in support of my channel is always appreciated, even if it is just in the comments. So I'm seeing you go back to a person or a situation. I don't know if you need answers. I don't know if you need closures. I don't know if you can't leave things the way that they were. It seems like there's issues between the two of you that you need to put to bed. And it doesn't have to be a romantic love interest or anything like that. It could be a friend, it could be a colleague, it could be a place of work or a place of business, anything like that. I think you're coming back. Let me check to see if I can cough or not. Let me take a sip of tea, please. And I almost see you guys like, you know, charging back. It's almost like walking out the door and like being okay, and then remembering something and spinning around on your heels and charging back to be like, wait a minute, and then busting in through the door. I feel it's very emotionally charged when you do this. So I would be careful to kind of keep that in check. I just see emotions are getting the best of you. And like I said, I just see it like that, like turning around and charging back and being like, wait, what did they say? You know what I mean? Like something like that. The problem or the challenge is you have the Seven of Pentacles here in reverse, and you have an inability to just stop dealing with this entity or this person. You have this deep need to continue to invest in it or put energy into it or what have you, when you really should be kind of just walking away, saying this is doing nothing but taking energy out of my cup of energy. I don't have anything to show for this connection. I don't have anything to show for, you know, whatever is going on with this person or this entity, but you have an inability to do that. So you keep on, maybe it's a really hard energy cord to kind of cut or something like that, or you can't leave things without closure. You know, you need to have those answers in order to, you know, sew it up or slam the door or what have you. But I feel you're not, because you don't have that's a little bit problematic for you. Okay. Now, advice is the Temperance card, which is the card of Sagittarius, and I got chill. I got, is it really that big of a deal? Is your the space that you have in your head, you know, do you need to, are you letting them pay rent, you know, for space in your head, or is it better off just to fill your head with peace and calm and be patient and not let your emotions get the best of you, and figure out and stay in the present instead of getting too far ahead or too in the past or anything like that? They kind of want you to quell your emotions and be more meditative, more mindful of your actions and how they affect other energies and how they can kind of ricochet back on you and things like that. So that's the advice that they have. Now, as we move forward with the Four of Pentacles, I got, you don't want to let this go. You don't want to either let the situation go, let the person go, or what have you. And the Four of Pentacles is when you're just holding on to something and it's giving you a false sense of security, or, you know, what you perceive to be security, or, you know, you're possessive of it. You don't want to let it go for whatever reasons. You know, maybe it makes you feel like you're in control or something like that, but I do feel you holding on to it and not wanting to release it. I also feel as though you're wanting to hold on to it because you feel like you put a lot of work into into it. So, you know, maybe it's a project or something, and you put your you know, mind, body, and soul into it, and blood into it. And, you know, now it's, you know, someone else is getting credit for it, or, you know what I mean? Or you didn't get credit for it, or it could be a person, and you just, that's the problem that you have, you know? You feel like it's yours. So that's what I have. I'm going to go ahead and pull clarifiers. Why is the Six of Swords here in reverse for Scorpios? Who's this person? What's this energy? Additional messages. Yeah, I definitely feel as though your emotions got the best of you here. With the Moon card in the upright, which is a card of Pisces, I feel like you had some underlying stuff going on, and you were just kind of keeping it hidden for a while. And then what happened was you got triggered, and you just kind of, it just kind of exploded. Knight of Swords in reverse says to me that you just kind of, you might have kind of let it fly in a kind of negative way. So you might have told them everything that was on your mind, everything. And I'm also getting the sense that some of you might have said things that were threats or under the context, but not that you perceived it as a threat. I almost feel like some of you got very emotional and you said something, but you didn't plan to follow through on it. You know what I mean? Like when people are like, oh, I'm going to kill you. You know what I mean? And then somebody misunderstands that and it ends up being problematic, or, oh, you know, whatever it was. I feel like you said something and it was taken the wrong way, or you wish you hadn't said it, and you didn't plan to follow through on it. It just wasn't a good thing for you to say. And I also feel like for some of you, you're kind of not backpedaling, but being like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. You know, like really having regrets, but almost feel like you can't take it back. So we just have to be careful when our emotions get the best of us, because when you see red is when you should see green, is what I kind of say. So, I mean, wait. Yeah, so that's not what I meant. When you see red is when you should do red, which means stop, you know, not go. So, I don't know why I said green. I had a lot of green tea. Maybe that's why. Hanged Man is here hanging out. I'm getting from the Hangman that after you kind of did whatever you did, said whatever you said, you're kind of hanging around to see what's going to happen. But you're not doing anything. You're kind of saying, you know what? I was a little too extra. Let me just put things on hold for a little while. Let me just not do anything. Let me think about what I did. Let me think about what could happen. Let me think about how in the future maybe I shouldn't do it. So I think you're having some internal conversations with yourself, some regrets, and really kind of thinking carefully, or waiting before you decide to move forward with anything else, lest you add more to this situation. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Who is this person? What's this energy? Yeah. So the Queen of Swords in reverse is saying you definitely said some things that you shouldn't have said. They came from a place of distorted emotions, bitterness, revenge, might have attacked somebody, something of that regard. And the challenge position is saying, yeah, you're right. You shouldn't have said that. You also might end up losing something because of this. You might lose a job. You might lose that project you were lined up for. You might lose that person that you wanted. Somebody might go separate ways with you and say, hey, you know what? Not really kind of interested in this anymore, might reject you or something like that because of what you did. But I see you here with the Five of Cups. The challenge is that you said something and it caused this wine to spill over, or you did something and you can't get the wine back in those cups. You're definitely kind of grieving that. I definitely am sensing the regrets. I'm regretting the grief. But the Eight of Swords in reverse is telling me that another challenge is you're having a very difficult time mentally breaking free of this. So maybe you're kind of staying in this what would you call it? Beat up on yourself jail, so to speak, instead of breaking out of it and saying, okay, whatever was done was done. You know, I have to kind of tell myself that moving forward, I'm going to move forward differently. I'm not going to do what I used to do. I'm not going to be the same person. But instead, you're just kind of lingering and staying in that space, which probably is not the best thing for your psyche. Why is the Temperance card here in the upright? Who is this person? What's this energy? Additional messages. Page of Wands in the reverse. The Four of Pentacles in reverse, and the Knight of Cups in the upright. So Some more advice about what they're saying here. With the Page of Wands, it's weird that I'm getting this for advice, but I almost feel like what they're kind of saying is don't listen to other people's opinions about what you should do or what you shouldn't do, or if people are talking negatively to you, just kind of put your fingers in your ears and shut them out. They don't know what they're talking about, and stubbornly do so. I mean, I usually am not in favor of somebody doing that when the Page of Wands is in reverse, because it comes across as a little immature, but I almost feel like in this case, they're telling you to kind of do that, because I think harsh words are coming your way, and you're going to have to be a little stubborn in regards to that and not kind of taking any of that in. Four of Pentacles in reverse is release. So remember, we saw the Four of, where do we see it? Did we see it here? Oh, here we saw it. Okay, so the advice here is they're telling you to release whatever you're holding on to. That, you know, continuing to hold on to it, continuing to think that you're in control, or you're going to be able to manage the situation by holding on to it, or, you know, holding on to it because you don't want to share, you don't want somebody else to have it, isn't going to work out well for you. And you're doing that probably for selfish reasons, or reasons that aren't really from your higher being or higher self or what have you. So they're saying, just let go and kind of, you know, see what happens. Trust in that. And the Knight of Cups in the upright is saying, you know, it might be time for you to seek out something very new, something creative, something that's going to fill your cup, something that you can be emotionally kind of connected to. I'm not getting necessarily a person. I'm getting like a thing. Like, what is on your bucket list you really wanted to do? What is a project that you've had that you know was an idea, and you just kind of set it aside, like something like that, to get you like in another direction instead of dwelling on this situation. But as you move forward, I see you continuing to hold on to it. Why is the Four of Pentacles here in the upright? Who's this person? What's this energy? King of Cups in the upright. Oh. Okay, so I do feel like this might have been a connection, like a personal connection or relationship of some sort. Let me pull one more card here. Okay, so I almost feel as though the reason why you're having a problem letting go of this is because you thought this connection was ideal. I mean, here we have the King of Cups in the upright with the Empress card in the upright, was an indication to me. I mean, the King of Cups is like the ideal male. The Empress is one of the ideal females. We have a couple here, and I almost feel as though this was your person. This was somebody that you totally saw yourself with, you saw as a perfect partner, someone that, you know, it was your one, your person. And the Empress card in the upright, I believe is you, whether you're male or female, don't get caught up in the genders, but I mean, the Empress card is like the ideal feminine energy, you know, very fertile, very, you know, might have been somebody you wanted to have children with. You know, something in that regard. I'm just getting very ideal couple here. So I think it's very hard for you to let go of that fallacy that you were kind of holding on to. But I do see you moving on with you are moving or the other person's moving. Hold on. Why is this Six of Swords here in the upright? Who is this person? What's this energy? Additional messages, please, for the Six of Swords in the upright. I'm going to pull another one. I can't tell, and I might not be able to. Why are these? Okay, so it looks like what's happening, either you or somebody else is actually moving forward and is actually going to reconcile with somebody who is a past love of some sort. I just can't see who that person is. But I'm seeing this person kind of, you or this person kind of leaving behind this situation and moving towards something better. Then I'm seeing a lot of communication going on, a lot of fast forward going on, a lot of like a whirlwind kind of romance situation going on. And then I see the Six of Cups in the upright, which is connecting with somebody usually from the past. So either you or the other person are going to connect from somebody from the past, someone that's familiar to them, or, you know, something in that regard. Someone that's known to them. Doesn't even have to be somebody that they actually had a relationship with. It could be, you know, somebody that they know, a family friend, high school sweetheart, you know, someone from their childhood or something like that. And I mean, it could be romantic, but it doesn't necessarily have to be either. I felt like there was something else I was gonna say. So, I mean, I think this is a personal relationship. It doesn't necessarily have to be love. Could be business. I mean, I could see that happening, but I do think it's a personal relationship, and sometimes that happens. So that's what I have for you all. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email or a DM. We could easily set that up. Otherwise, Scorpios, I will see you in the Vimeo reading. Adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.